Welcome. 33. Finally at the third multiple of 11. I've just been watching a lot of videos lately about how to glitch out the early Pokemon games and/or Mario 64. And/or use an AI to play Mario 1 or Super Mario World. Or Super Mario Kart. Or whatever it's called for this SNES. Anyway, today's first hold is the Do Not Disturb compilation from the unofficial contest Do Not Disturb, which was apparently a GOTYB. Well, no, this sounds like TCB music. No? Yeah, okay. So this includes work from Brian S., Discorin, MX Vladi, Reb, Techent, and Trickster. I don't actually know how MX Vladi is supposed to be pronounced. I just assume that's the closest I can come up with. Anyway, apparently Brian S. and Trickster were responsible for putting this together. Or something. Compiling it. So, January 2012, an unofficial contest asked architects to build a small hold around pre-placed monsters. 6 architects... Oh boy. 6 architects answer the challenge. Their works are presented in this compilation. Alright. Reb. Let's start with Reb. Just because it's kind of a first-ish kind of location. This level was put together in less than 2 hours. A bunch of randomly placed wall and doors will always make for a good hold, right? Okay. Yeah, sure. How do I open? Okay, I just need to go here, right? And not get trapped. Okay, so... I need to get here quickly, I guess. Or I could try to close some doors? Oh, hold on. I can do that. How do I skip this room? I mean... Oh, is it one level holds, I guess? Okay. If I could prevent it from closing that door, then I could... I don't know. So wait, what does it mean by pre-placed monsters if it's one level? No, that's not the button I wanted to push. Oh! Oh, I understand. Okay. For a second I read one level or understood one level as one room. I feel like I should at least have a look at the rest of this if I can. Let's see, is there a way to close that? Well, yes, but... What we'd really like is for him to close that. What do I want here? I want this to stay open, so I don't want that to get pushed, so I want that to be closed. So I'd like this. Except that still happened, so maybe I have to push this button faster. Ugh. Okay, there's no way to be faster that way. Maybe I can be faster this way? Yeah, I'm dead. Okay then. That's concerning. I don't know. This seems rather tough. Maybe I will just not do it since it is made in 2 hours anyway. Let's see... Brian S. What did the compilation contest maker do? 6 rooms and 1 is empty. This shouldn't take long. Well, that'll take forever then. That one's empty. Okay, well, this is a room. Oh boy. So first of all, I need to open the way for that guy. And then do him something to kill. What are you doing, stupid? Stop paying attention to him and pay attention to me. Alright, maybe now he'll pay enough attention to me. Yeah, that's perfect. If I could just... I'd really like it if the snake followed him in there early. Or something like that. Or, no, I just needed to somehow only make a diagonal or something. I don't know. That won't really work, will it? I'm just trying to find some way to kill the main snake that's going to actually be a pain here. Alright, maybe I should... okay, let him free. And go here, pull him to the north. Make him kill that. Let out this snake. And just primarily kill this snake. There we go. 1 snake down. The rest should be pretty easy to kill. Yeah, I could have done something like that, but this'll work. This just will work. I've already determined how to kill the rattlesnake anyway. And the other snake should be pretty similar, I think. Maybe not. I could just let the adder free, though. Well, maybe that's not the best way to do it, but in theory I could. I don't know. Should I try and kill the stalwart first? There's not really any way to do that. That looks like an unmitigated mess. I don't want to even touch that. Okay, there we go. He just really didn't want to go south. I mean, if there weren't the annoying stalwart in the way, then this would be pretty easy as well. It would be basically equivalent to the rattlesnake. There's probably a way to do it that's sort of like that, except, I don't know. Whatever, this worked. So now how do I kill him? I sit him on a hot tile and let him stand there. There we go. Okay, now for whatever this nightmare is. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, stab that. Okay, no more rattlesnakes. Stop trying to run after the snake, you idiot. You're not going to accomplish anything but get yourself killed. Okay. Stop chasing the snake, you idiot. You can't even kill it. Stop chasing it. Okay, there. Now he won't chase it, and it can just... I'm really hoping to make this snake collide with the adder and then let him deal with the adder when it's through doing that. Would you please just go east? Would you please just go east? Stop going west and go east. No. There, now you have to go east. I wanted to close the doors at that point. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'll just open the doors and see what happens. Of course he gets eaten like an idiot. Alright, there we go. Thank you. One down. 8th place. Invisible. Not invisible. That's a mess. Okay, what's the deal here? If anything walks away... So I need to... okay. So I need everybody to stay still while I use mirrors to not get seen by eyes. Got it. Okay, now I wonder if I can... Oh, I probably can, yeah. Just need to do it better. Don't move. Okay, hang on, hang on. I didn't use my first mirror very well. So what we really want is a situation like this. Other way around. Yeah, okay. Perfect. 2 mirrors extracted. How many mirrors can I extract? All but 2. So let's see. That's what we wanted from that one. And then I can do something similar with this one. Other way around. Well, actually I can just do this for a moment. That's not quite what I wanted. I think I had the right idea the first time. Whoops. That's in my way. Okay, so I don't want that. Oops. You get out of my way. Ta-da! Alright, so those 2 are facing the correct mirrors now. I should grab a mirror to help me with this guy. What do you reflect things for? Other way. Ta-da! Okay. I like mine better. I can move one of 2 mirrors here. I'll go ahead and use that. I've already done this once before. And then, what is it we wanted? That. Oh, don't kill him. Okay. That gives me a nice collection of 6 mirrors. Let's see if that's sufficient. To kill, say, these trapdoors. How many? Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eyes here, so I hypothesize that I could get away with exactly 8 mirrors at most. So if I have 6 mirrors, there's a way I could probably grab a couple more from the other one. I do need to be a little careful of reflections. Hang on. I've used my second mirror improperly, I think. I should begin by doing this. Alright, there's no real way to not have something reflecting that guy's first of all. And then as I'm trying to move things north, I'll need that guy's vision not in my face. Alright. I'm doing this knowing full well I'm going to have to interrupt it at some point to go get the rest of the mirrors, but I don't know. Oops. Just imagine trying to do this but not being allowed to see them eyeball, to see where the eyes are looking. So there is the fundamental problem of extracting these mirrors after we're through. I don't see how that's going to be possible. Yeah, I was just saying, imagine if you really couldn't for some reason. This will have to go... I don't know. I guess I can do this. And then I need 2 more mirrors, so... Oops, not you. How about that? And then this... That should get me 2 more. Bring around the Rosie with him a little bit. Oh, actually, you can, yeah. There we go. And 2 more mirrors as needed. I don't know, something about the setup of this puzzle at least makes sense to me. I'm just not really sure how it's supposed to be possible to get the other section having already used 8 mirrors in this section. That seems like a problem. And that mirror was actually turned out to be in the wrong place, but I can fix it. Okay. Alright. Now what? I do not know. But I do know that reflecting things didn't really create much more in the way of problems here. Oh well. Just let that guy circle around. Ta-da. Alright, and... I'd better... I actually needed a mirror here in order to maximize my mirror use, I think. And then these 2 will be the ones that we keep. This one's already free. Well, no, it's not. Alright then. Let's just use the mirror I've got here and fix that. Oops. Neither of that is what I wanted. How did I do this again? That wasn't it. There we go. I don't know, I'm fond of the idea of mirror extraction from Almflish positions. I think you could do something with just this part, and requiring you to have so many things to put on buttons. That could be pretty interesting. And with that, I can free this one through using that one for other things. And I just need to... I can also free this one. Okay. That's not what I wanted. I always forget exactly what I do at this step. That's not it. There we go. This. Okay, so I have 4 mirrors, and strictly speaking, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 kinda... Strictly speaking, not all of these eye paths are actually things I need to worry about to get the trapdoors to happen. Let's see. If I do that, then I can certainly get around and do something like this and kill some of the trapdoors. I'm sure the solution somehow involves some kind of annoying thing where you have to push the mirror using your sword while on the very limited movement space of the trapdoors. I'm almost instinctively inclined to wait as long as possible to have to do that. Whoops. I still have 3 eyes looking at me the wrong way, and it's not really clear how to fix that. I'll admit to having absolutely no idea how this is supposed to be solvable with this few mirrors. Like, I don't even know what the solution is supposed to be let alone how to use it. But I'm happy with having killed one of them, the one that actually makes any kind of sense whatsoever. That's enough for me. What's going on here? Okay. What in the world am I even looking at? Okay, sure, I guess. How is this supposed to be possible at all? How is any of this supposed to be doable? None of this appears to be possible at all. This requires the help of a time clone or a mimic or a clone, not a Slayer. There is no way to make a Slayer do this. There is absolutely no way to make a Slayer do this, because first of all, he won't step on an arrow for you, ever. He knows better than to step on arrows, so he won't do that. He's not really smart enough to realize that he has to cut the gel in order to reach you, which he doesn't anyway, because these are force arrows and not whatever. Without something like a stick to literally push him into one of the boxes, there's no way to do it. I don't even know what exactly a flanking move is defined as. Well, I don't think I'm going to solve this one anytime soon, because I don't even understand how to start it. I don't know how I could have made an entire level based on Slayers and still have no idea how to do some basic things with them, but here we are. What's this room about? Door. Some convoluted setup involving like 10,000 rock giants and wraithwings and Wubbas and I don't even know that I want to know. How does this... How is what? How in the world is that supposed to work? How is any of this supposed to work? Okay, well I got one guy on the button. I guess theoretically it's possible to put the other guy on the button, but I have no idea what else I'm supposed to be doing here. Like, congratulations, all the doors closed. Why didn't that... What the heck? Okay, I have no idea what this room's about either. I just know that there's too many wraithwings to handle. I mean, should I put a Wubba in there instead of a rock giant? Should I be killing the rock golems and something with them? I don't know. If I put a Wubba in there, he won't slip off and do annoying things like that. Oh, but that's impossible too. How in the world is this supposed to work? He has to stand on that for me to do anything. Oh wait, there's a conquer token, huh? I meant there's a green door, but I said there's a conquer token. I'm just going to assume everyone understands what I meant by that. Okay, well... I guess I'll just do that then. And how exactly is it supposed to be possible to kill the last guy? Specifically to kill the rock giant, because I mean, sure, in theory there's some way to get all of these dozens of wraithlings to come over to me and kill them one by one. But there's absolutely no way to bring the other rock giant in. And it has to be a rock giant on that button because it has to step off of it. So you can't just do it with wubbas. That's the other point I just made. I can't put a wubba here because if there's a wubba here, it'll never come off this button and I'll be stuck there. So the only way for there to not be a rock giant up there is if a wubba is holding the button, which doesn't help. So I believe this is about as solved a room as I'm able to make of this. It's killing the last wraithling. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else to be done. If I check this horizontal line, which I would have to stand in order for something to step off of here, I would have to stand exactly on the doors that are already shut, even if I could somehow mystically get out of here, which I can't, so that's not possible. There's decidedly no way to do this that doesn't involve putting a rock giant in that box. And once a rock giant is in that box, there's no way to kill it without going through the south area, and then there's no way to kill it whatsoever. So this room is justifiably impossible. And I don't get it. I'm just gonna see what's over here. Oh boy, 2 billion roach queens, because we need that. What's with all these arrows? Yeah, okay, sure. Whatever. I don't understand what this room is talking about. It's about as straightforward as brained queens are, which is to say none at all. Brained queens and straightforward don't go together at all. Like peanut butter and rocket fuel. The 2 billion roaches being spawned really doesn't help. Oh, come on, really? Could you not? Could you please not? Get out of this box. Go back to the west side. Get out of here. Stop spawning and get out of here. This is the Do Not Disturb compilation. And I'm presuming that the original version of this room had a billion queens in it to begin with, and maybe also the brain. I mean, come on with this. They won't even go to the west side at all. They just won't. And now there's roaches getting all up in the passage you need queens to be in. How is this supposed to work? Ugh. I mean, whatever. This will eventually work fine. It's just a massive pain to make anything at all happen. I mean, I read the thing that said that's what it was, but... Okay. I'm gonna need you to go to the place that it's actually convenient for me for you to be in. Okay. Get in the box. Stop jiggling around and get in the box. Now they're spawning. Can't put them in the box while they're busy doing that. This is the kind of room which, given this template, I think what I would do is just put like a fire trap under most of the queens so that the player actually just needs to solve a puzzle involving killing one queen in a special way. That's just me, though. I don't know, I guess the giant wall of roaches sort of helped there a little bit. Pushing a few queens through there. It just feels like this would have been much, much nicer if I didn't have to contend with an endless horde of roaches. If I could just think about how to manipulate the queens without that, I don't know. Like, put a big yellow door over most of the room would have worked, maybe? As it stands, this is like a non-horde room that's also a horde room, which doesn't really feel like cohesive in a way. I don't know. Okay. Hooray. Now I just need to kill a billion roaches. About halfway there. I don't know, how many roaches do you think a single player of Deadly Rooms of Death must kill throughout all of their gameplay, throughout all of the holds? Just roaches. Not roach queens, just roaches. How many? Even if you just count the official holds, how many roaches are there throughout all of the official holds combined? Now this better not be something where it matters exactly... Did I need to... Oh dear. How... I guess I can do that. Okay. Now that queen's in the wrong place. How am I supposed to prevent that? Well, there's like 3 queens in completely the wrong locations. How is that... How do I guess I can do that, sort of. Well, no, the problem is one of them goes to the northeast. I needed to not do that. Would you not? Maybe I'm supposed to do this. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, alright, fine. I didn't notice that existed. Now the real problem is... Oh, never mind. There's no real problem. Don't worry about it. I was gonna say the real problem is the ones that I need to go... What direction? I don't even... Oops. Well, okay, that one... I can't let one go there. Huh. None of them just went purely west, and that's kind of an annoyance. Maybe I should start over. The problem is that if I try to put there's always one that just goes in the corner where I need to stand. Right? I need to stand there. There's a queen in the way, I need to stand there, but there's a queen in the way. So I've got to do this, because if I don't, then... How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And there are... Okay, so let me explain. I thought I needed to stand here when the bomb went off. Like, it seems obvious from the design that that's what you would have to do. Because if that's not what you have to do, then, I don't know. It just felt like that was what I was supposed to be doing, and if not, then this is much simpler. Like, it's kind of a minimality issue, I guess. You could make this solution work with one less queen if you had Beethro standing there. And, I don't know, lengthen the fuse a bit to deal with it. So I just sort of assumed that the design was minimal in that sense, I guess. I don't know. Oh, and this is the pre-good design when they didn't realize that it's a good idea to put in a thing to just go back to the hub without restoring. Good. Oh well, at least I have demos, I guess. Let's see what Discorin did. Discorin usually makes very hard but interesting things. The seedy underbelly of the curatorial discipline is a well-kept secret, even by the standards of the Eighth. For a museum to achieve world renown and the funding that follows, it is not enough to excel. All others must fail. The failure of a certain upstart museum of biology was imminent thanks to a particularly shrewd investment in the services of one Beethro Budkins, Mightmaster. Alright, so I have some monster-infested exhibits to clean up. Sounds easy enough. Do not disturb the exhibits. No, seriously, don't move the monsters. Homeo box patterning. Patterning. Blech. What in the world is going on here? Well, I don't think I care about him, do I? Maybe I do. Okay, so let's see if I understand. I think I need the Stalwart's help to do something in here, to do something, I don't know. Somebody's got to stand on that button to let me back out of there. Or to not, I don't know. If I kill any of these, then the Stalwart will immediately wake up and close the way to the Conquer token? What? How is that supposed to work? There's nothing else that opens that. So is there some magic way to do all of this without letting him out? I don't see it. And I guess I can do this. I'm not sure what else I can do, though. I can't make a dead end for the snake by any means I see. I mean, I can kill this guy. That's real great. There's no way to kill the snake, though. Really, how am I supposed to be able to do that? I mean, I guess I can do this. And let him chase me around unarmed and be a massive pain to everything. Okay, this part's not too bad, honestly. It's probably doable. I just need you to not break any more walls there, please. Stop breaking walls. Okay, fine. Break the walls if you want, but don't... Okay, just... I just want you to not that way. Turn your sword. Turn your sword. Why won't you turn your sword when I need you to turn your sword? This is just a massive pain. I refuse. I still have no idea how it's supposed to be possible to do the snake whatsoever. Anyway, here's a billion roach queens and also a brain. Lovely. What kind of exhibit is this? Look how deadly queens are! Like, come on, I'm doing everybody a service by clearing this out. Just die. That's not gonna work. Remember the room that's like this in hockey? In the hockey level? Oh, good. The queens just leave if you go a certain way. I guess that's a good thing. I guess we want the queens to leave? I don't know. Those three won't spawn as much this way, I guess. They spawn a combined total of 5 now instead of 6, which I'm sure is an improvement. Okay, hang on, I have a better idea. Kill the brain. Try and push all the queens out of their boxes. Why? Why didn't you leave when all the other ones left? you doing? Get out! Stop! This is just painful in all aspects. In every possible way, this is painful. I have a plan. It's just even with a plan, this is painful. There's no plan that makes this not a giant pain. There, all queens are out of this side. Just no. Just no. 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 Okay, this is a much better room than the other one that was based on the same idea. This one is just don't let the guy ding you. If he dings, then you lose, and also, oh, okay. I guess I'm not allowed to start from that end of the room either. Okay. Try this. Try this. Come on. Okay, how in the world? Maybe I can save one more step this way. No? What the heck? How am I supposed to be able to do that? Fine, whatever. You'll die later. Okay, maybe this is equally as much of a pain, but almost entirely because somebody thought it was a good idea for me to not be able to loot the stalwart. I mean Slayer. I don't know how I got those two confused. Just, what is this? What is this and why is this? What do I want here? Okay. I literally can't move without one of those leaving. Probably more than one of those, so I guess I just have to put them back. Alright. Then I have to somehow put these guys completely inside of specific places or something. I don't know. I need one of these to go in there and help me do something about this mess. I need you to stay in there, though. Don't randomly dodge out. I guess I need 2 of them to do it. Oops. Come on. Stop moving out. No. Don't do that. Come on. Get in there. Ugh. Okay, well I should only ever need 1 Wraithwing for anything. If I need more than 1 Wraithwing, that's bad. Come on. Come on. Don't leave. Stay in the box. I already hate this and everything about it. There. And how? And how? 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 How am I supposed to be able to do that? There's no way. You can't separate them by that much. You just can't. There's not enough of anything to do that. And I refuse to deal with a chaotic mess of 10 Wraithwings, or however many there were. Because that won't work either. That's almost enough. Except that now the Wraithwing has decided to leave, and the Wubbas are getting directly in my way, which makes it all completely useless. I need 2 Wubbas inside. I have to put 2 of them inside or this won't possibly ever work. Maybe not. Probably though. there need to be more of them for this to even be halfway viable. There's no way. I'm not talking much, am I? I feel like I should talk about something, but I don't know. This I just find to be kind of painful in general. Like, I understand what I need to do, but doing it is just annoying. Or rather, trying to do it is just annoying. And it doesn't seem like anything ever works. Come on, quit being annoying. Let him get out from under you. I'll just have to let that one out. There. Now why don't I just stick the rock golems on the buttons? Where they won't slide off like annoying weapons. Hang on, stay in your box, please. Now you two, get out of there. I don't know, I just find it, I found a lot of this to be just kind of annoying. I hope I don't need that anymore. I really, by all rights, shouldn't need that anymore, so... that's fine, I guess. And I could probably just stow a Wubba there, but I'm gonna kill this guy anyway, so now what do I do? Yeah, alright. I can box 2 Wubbas in with him. That almost works. I shouldn't need a Wraithwing for this. I've already got enough Wubbas to just box him in just fine. I'll just need to put the 4th one into place and it should work. There's no reason I can think of why I should need a Wraithwing for this. This is just painful. There's no way, you can't. There's no way to put that guy there. There's no way to stick him there long enough for it to be of any bleh, for that to be useful at all. Ugh. Come on, stay in the box. Why won't anything ever stay in the box? Okay, there. Now he won't cooperate at all, and I have to still put a Wubba inside. Because that's good. There. That should do it. Ugh. Honestly, a lot of this room just felt like fiddling around with things until something decided to work to me. Oh, come on. Get out of the way. Thank you. And goodbye. Alright, I can call myself accomplished because I actually solved a room with that Discorin made. So are the buttons part of the... Holy crud. Are the buttons actually part of what the room template had to begin with, or... Eyes don't see you if you're invisible, right? Yeah, they don't wake up if you're invisible and out of their range. So what do these buttons do? Okay. You hit all 4 of these and something disarm token. I don't know why you're disarmed, but okay, fine. It seems like there was a strong temptation to put buttons there, I guess. I don't know. Oh. I guess I can't go that way. I'll just have to go back the way I came. And I can't get past there at all. Great. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. For a minute there, I thought I was I didn't realize I was already disarmed, and I thought that token was going to disarm me now, which obviously would make no sense. It was going to disarm me like after I solved that portion of the puzzle, which makes no sense and is not in fact true. That's what happened in my head to make me say whatever I just said, speaking on automatic more than anything else. Alright, I need you to turn once. That should do it, probably. This is, I think, a much saner concept than the mirror thing with the eyes, for the eye part at least. This feels a lot saner than the mirrors. Need to go around you. Ta-da! Where's the last button? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I just need to brave one of these Omplich, I guess. Maybe more than one. Oh boy. Maybe, I don't know, turn him that way. Enter in a way that makes him want to turn the other way. That's what I would like to do, but he seems to only ever want to turn that way. So, I don't know. This is going to be the one painful button that makes it impossible to finish this room, isn't it? So I have to get close to him, but to get close to him I have to get in range of the other Omplich. And if I get in range of the other Omplich, then I need them to be turned a different way, or I need to get close to them. Okay, there. Now he's turned the wrong way. Let's fix that. Oh, okay then. I admit that was much simpler than what I was thinking I would have to do. Okay. Yeah, come on. Come try me. See what you can do with my... I almost got killed while saying that. Anyway. I guess there's just something about this room that makes people really want to make it into a room where you make the Omplich and the eyes not move. What am I missing? Oh, Conquer Token. Right. Okay, 2 Discord rooms done, and, well, that was an accident. Anyway, what did these say? Growth hormones? Growth hormones? What? Rotospin and Photospin. Photopspins? I guess something to do with spinning Omplich. Quorum sensing in biofilms? What? Reproduction. 17 and under not permitted. Okay, that's pretty funny. Well, that's all I'm going to ever solve with that, I think. So let's see... this, I guess. That's probably the way to the template, isn't it? Trickster, winning entry. Okay, I guess I should try the winning entry before I move on from this competition. The job seems simple enough. 6 rooms, maybe a dozen monsters each on average, and 300 Greckles for his time. For a moment, Bithro wondered if there was a catch. But then again, he was the best in the dungeon clearing business, even if the dungeon was just somebody's old basement. Before heading down the one-way stair, Bithro asked the owner for more specifics. My basement was designed a long time ago by some lady named Trickster, said the owner. I've never set foot in it since those stairs have a one-way shutter, and I'm nobody's fool. But I'm sure you'll be fine, of course. Trickster? That's hardly a proper woman's name. The Delver brandished his sword, heading down the staircase with confidence. After all, how hard could a little 6-room dungeon hacked together by some amateur girl architect possibly be anyway? What a mess. Bithro, what have you gotten yourself into this time? Okay, this appears to involve a bomb timer, and, what the heck is this? Okay. Let me just try and parse this, because this is a mess. I mean, this is a mess. This is a mess. How am I supposed to even, how do I leave this room? I mean, I can do this. That's real helpful. The bomb does that, which I suppose is helpful. There's no... I don't see... Why is there a power token here? There's a trapdoor gate and the... This just gives me a mess. Wait, this just gives me a headache. I don't feel like it. Like, what in the world? Okay, I can do this, I guess. Not that. Sure, I guess. Whatever that was, that's fine, I guess. I don't understand any of this. What does this do? This closes some random doors. I don't... What is this? Why is this? And who is this? None of this makes any sense. Did I want that? How? Just... ugh. This is a bad way to introduce yourself to me as an architect. Give me some convoluted mess of a room. I don't know anything. None of it makes any sense. How do I open this door? I guess I was supposed to hit that twice. Or something. What? How is this supposed to work? Like, hooray. What? There... I don't... What? That's fine, I guess. I wanted that. What in the world? This makes absolutely no sense. Like, this isn't a puzzle, this is just a set of... This is just like a mass of things plugged together and connected to each other in a completely incomprehensible way. I wouldn't qualify this as a puzzle, personally. Like, this is just... There's way too much here to make any sense of it all. I can't follow any of this. Like, I can't even... Ugh. So I have to step on the trapdoor, and I have to step on it anyway because I have to have the power token to break this. I have to open this door, which requires hitting that orb, and I have to open this door, which requires hitting that orb but not that orb, or this orb twice in that orb. But I have to hit this orb anyway, so I have to hit this orb in order to get to... So, the first thing I should do is hit this orb, and I have to hit this orb to open that door, because when I go through the trapdoor, the only way to survive going through here is to go that way. And if I go that way, then I hit the things, and something explodes, and then this door is shut, and I can't do anything about it, and... There's no steps. There's just... Like, trying to express this room as a series of steps is like trying to express... It's like trying to express Salvador Dali painting as a maze. I don't know. I can't even come up with a good metaphor for how completely nonsensical this all is. Like, I can't get through this room. There's nothing about this room that makes any sense. I don't understand how this entry won, because I don't understand how anyone ever managed to even start it. Like, how did anyone even see the other rooms with that introduction? Because the submission was already late, some rooms were altered during the review process. Here's MX Vlades. The lazy architect is so lazy that he uses the template created by somebody else to build a dungeon. I seem to recall lazy architect being a thing in a recent contest as well. Ha! Look at that. No guard, no stalwart. Just have some snakes, why don't you? What's up with this? Oh, okay. This must be, yeah, alright. This is use snake bodies to block off the Briar from doing horrible things. Also, there's an invisibility potion, which is nice of you. Very, very nice of you. So, let's see. There's nothing to do with this guy. He's just gonna die. So that's the first thing. Next, I just need to make a wall around all this, I guess. Okay, so you're gonna be in my way unless I push you out of it. Yeah, okay. I'm guessing that what I want is to allow the Briar to reach these, because in order for it to... Yeah, okay. So I need the Briar to basically snap onto hitting these right... Wait. What happens if I just do this right away? Interesting. So how is that supposed to be alleviated? Do I have to... Yeah, I don't know. How do I... There's no way I can wait a turn for that to grow and actually open the button. And actually open the door. So how am I supposed to make Briar grow faster? The snakes won't help because it only grows directly onto these buttons that I've just opened. And that's not helpful. So how is that supposed to work? Just fundamentally, this looks impossible. I mean, a snake can't hit a button for me, or that would be my guess. I don't know. How am I supposed to ever even survive that? Well, that's a stupid thing to have to know. And also a really absurd thing to ask the player to use. Ugh. My enthusiasm for this room falls very quickly when that's involved. So I'm supposed to magically place 3 snakes on 3 of these corners so that their move will definitely take them onto the doors when the button opens. Yeah, that's definitely a thing that a person can do. I can't even put 1 snake in the right place. How am I supposed to put 3 of them in good places like that? Like, he'll just go north, even if I put him there. Whatever, just kill the ones that die first anyway, so do that. That's what I said. I want a snake on 3 of the 4 doors, right? I don't know what else there is to it. He won't ever go east. Why won't he ever go east? I tried both possible ways of making him go east, and he didn't go east. Whatever, I guess that guy can stand there, and this one can go somewhere else. I mean, I'm not unfamiliar with snake manipulation, I'm just not any good at it. That's a fundamentally different thing. Okay, I guess I do need to cut you a little bit shorter. Okay, so all 3 of them are set where they should move directly onto there, but of course they won't, because snakes suck and never go where you want them to go. Hooray. Here's some trapdoors and queens and more invisibility. The lazy architect really likes invisibility, I guess. So what should I do here? Just kill the queens first? Alright, so what if I just... Why won't you? Why didn't you? And why don't you? I guess I should do this. That doesn't help. I can kill 2 of them, but not 3. How is that supposed to work? That's not helpful. That's not helpful. How am I ever supposed to kill the southmost of these 3 queens? Really, how am I supposed to kill almost any of these queens at all? They're almost entirely unkillable. Go away. Well, this is confusing to look at. But there's an invisibility potion, so that's good, I guess. Oops. So this is another one where the architect said, no, screw the sword guy, I don't want to make my room about that. So let's see here. So that can't be it. In that case, I needed to keep alive a Tar Mother. Like her. How about you help me out here? That should do it. Oh, don't want that. Or do I? No, yeah, I need you to grow. But... Huh. I don't know. I need something else to grow in a very specific way so that I can cut it from inside of these, or something like that. I guess that one will be easier to work with. Wait, that won't work either. Okay, so... How is this supposed to work, then? I can't possibly do anything with any of the ones that are encased in this thing. So it has to be something to do with this one. Or it has to be something I do directly with the other one. Once that grows, there's no way to kill it. There is absolutely no way to get in there and kill that after it grows. So what am I supposed to be able to do? It won't. Nothing works. I can't use any of the other ones because they've got these pegs around them, which makes it impossible for them to grow outward. Otherwise, I would say grow like a tar over to here, where I could make the last cut on it from on this door, and then handle it that way, or something like that. But there's just no way to do this. What does this room want? Don't stand there, hit that orb. Okay, great. In that case, all the monsters except the Wubbas should be completely inconsequential to the goal of this room. Should be, but might not be. Well, there's no other way to do that kind of thing at all. I listed all of the existing ways to do that kind of whatever. Okay, well I guess I don't want that there. How am I supposed to ever hit this orb? How do I even reach that orb? There's force arrows going both ways. Okay, I didn't see that, but sure. Alright. Then I can do that. That's completely unhelpful. Great. Get out of the way. Stop. Okay. Now, I have to switch the place of the rock giant and the Wubbas so that at least one of the Wubbas is to the right of the rock giant. Good. Close. Well, that's not what I wanted. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted either. Just... Okay, thank you. Well, that's sure not gonna help. I need like all 4 of them to do something nice for me here. Or I don't know, maybe I should just use rock golems. This first part of this room is way too open for that, though. I have to kill at least one of the giants right away. Okay, let's try starting from the north instead. Hi, go away. Could everybody just stop for a minute? Could everybody please just stop? I hate the Wraithlings in this room because they're completely unnecessary to everything and they're just in the way of everything. I think the Wraithlings were a bad decision for the template of the room in general. I don't know. Because aside from the Wraithlings, this room is all about, you know... Look at all these monsters that have kind of blockish movement. You know, Wubbas, rock golems, rock giants... But then it's like, oh, also some Wraithwings, because why not have completely uncontrollable chaotic movement in your room as well? Why not invite the architect to make something completely uncontrollable and chaotic using Wraithwings? When they could have made something nice and orderly with just the rock golem, with just rock golems and giants and Wubbas. I have to put Wubbas to the south of him so he won't run south, and I have to somehow mystically place them in such a way that they won't run south either. And I can't possibly have done that with another golem corpse, because if I put a golem corpse there, then he won't. Then that will keep the door closed, which I don't want. I don't know, will this be good enough? This won't be good enough. This will never ever be good enough. Nothing like this, nothing resembling this will ever be good enough. Ugh. Oh hey, it's just like have all the monsters. Fight all of them. That's fun, right? What's with all this? Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright. I totally have some clue what's going on here. Alright, well I guess I'll make an effort to place one of these on one of those buttons. Also, no vision token. Good job. No vision token. This room is screaming to have a vision token and you don't have one. Why does it matter which way I enter? Really? 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 Why though? Whose idea was that? I mean, I know whose idea it was, but it wasn't a very good one. Ugh. Why is it a double standard between Briar and Conquer tokens and Seed Beacons? They should just have both the same behavior. They should just destroy a Conquer token and activate it at the same time, just like they do Seeding Beacons. Or deactivate it, I don't know. Ah, well. I guess the real inconsistency is with Seeding Beacons, because technically it works with all tokens anyway. Whatever. What the heck? How is this supposed to work exactly? I mean, it's fair to say, hey, that Briar hit a disarm token, so blah blah blah. How is this supposed to be possible? There's no way to hit one of these buttons and hit and not hit. There's no way. Hitting either of these buttons closes the other door, so that you can't hit the other one. And there's no amount of Omplitch or eyeball manipulation that'll change that. And even if I could, I would still... No. I guess I have to somehow magically keep this on Twitch. Okay, whatever. This isn't that hard, never mind. Thank you. Now die. I'm sorry, that was much easier than I was making it out to be. It's just that everything else in seemingly this entire hole has been such a complete nightmare that I expected this one to be one too. I've been conditioned to treat this whole hold as a nightmare at this point, I guess is what I'm saying. Anyway, that was pretty easy. That was the easy room of this level. And I got 7th place on it, and I don't think I'm ever going to return to it again. I guess I should go see whatever it is I haven't seen yet. Here's Late Entry by Techant. Some roofs were removed blind walls. Original template. Let's see the template just because. Yes. Yes. Cool. Okay. Good. About as expected. Alright then. Let's check the other entry then. The last of these entries, which is by Techent. I already figured that. I already read that. Whatever you do, do not disturb anything. Bomb maze. At least I can comprehend what a bomb maze is and what a bomb maze... A bomb maze very coherently communicates what it wants from the player. I'm saying this is immediately better than Trickster's introductory room. Well, I imagine so. I mean, they're just piles of monsters. Those shouldn't be very hard to solve at all. I just didn't feel like trying. Anyway, so bomb maze. I immediately understand what this wants from me and what I'm supposed to do to solve it. I don't have any, like, comprehension problems with this, and I find this much better, like, vastly superior, to start off with, to introduce yourself. I noticed the orb. I was trying to find a way to it pretty much the whole time. Anyway, so that doesn't look like I can exit that way, so I should try this way instead. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, I'd have to... Ow. So I don't see how I could ever possibly reach that particular checkpoint, in which case... Oh, well yeah, you can just make them die on adders and whatever. You can just, like, tie up some adders and rattlesnakes in the right way, and that'll happen. I'm not saying it's easy to do that, but I'm saying I understand how it's possible. Sorry about the loud noises. I can't really do anything about it. That's just what happened. When you have a room full of bombs, you're expecting to create loud noises in the player's earphones or speakers. So there's nowhere to turn, and I need to turn north, really, to get through this part. Maybe I should be facing backwards. That usually helps. It's just this thing that occurs whenever you have a sound... whenever you have a single sound file for something, or not very many of them, and you try to play it several times at once, it just sounds like that one sound is really loud. Like that time the game didn't actually play the sound at all, though. So why are there checkpoints placed how they are? I mean, it seems like some of them are decidedly unreachable checkpoints. There we go. Here I'm making progress. Particularly the one in the northwest seems unreachable. Which I guess is a deception tactic, but it seems kind of silly. Alright, I get it. I just need to go this way and not the way I've been going. Well, this is making my death count for the skyrocket, I guess. I don't know, I guess that the checkpoints are placed kind of comprehensively if you think about it as near this checkpoint is so and so far into the room. Sorta, kinda. What I really like is when you take the idea of a bomb maze, but you make it not sorted. Not sworded. You make it so that the player can have some other weapon and has to think about the properties of the weapon to go through the bomb maze. That's more interesting to me. Also things with barrels, but both of those were of course unavailable as of this hold, I think. TCB has no kegs. Kegs I seem to recall being a TSS invention. Did that do it? That didn't do it. Yeah, there we go. That'll get me out of here. Hi! 9th place? Okay. Yeah, that's the result of people numerous different times, people informing me that they couldn't hear me, so I wound up just turning the mic down, turning the game down and the mic up as much as physically possible. So this is about the laziest possible idea for this room I can think of. Let's make a giant trapdoor maze, and also blah blah blah. The Omplitch don't even really do anything interesting. They just, they chase you for a minute and then they die. So this is 99% trapdoor maze problem. And not a fun looking one at that. It's just a really big chunk of trapdoors, and there's probably something to it, but it's not going to be very interesting to solve, I don't feel like. Which is really unfortunate, because, I don't know, there's potential in this kind of concept, I guess? I don't know. Also, good job on making an open concept of a level into a extremely linear line. Good job on that. I don't know, I guess I'll do the whole east side and then go west again, so I don't really need to reserve anything to help me go west here, because I'll go west-south of here. Seems like that should work fine. I mean, I'm gonna kill everything inevitably. Once the Omplitch are dead, there's nothing to this. I mean, I've had a room where you had to drop some trapdoors and kill some Omplitches, but it's a lot more organized than this. It's in temporal symmetry of my first hold, where it's like I made the trapdoors are pretty much a very minimal kind of appearance thing. And the idea is that you have to use time clones along with yourself to manage blocking a whole lot of Omplitch beams and killing a few Omplitch that are on the trapdoors with you, and eventually drop all of the trapdoors. I don't know, I thought it was pretty good. I don't really remember all of everything about it, and it's been quite a while since I played it, but anyway. It's like it doesn't matter if my pathing is terribly efficient, because I have to grab every trapdoor anyway. So as long as I don't create a dead end and then... Hooray, the room's clear. As long as I don't, like, completely create a dead end, I'm probably fine. Okay, almost done. Most of the trapdoors are down. Looking at this, I think I want to exit that way. I want to exit through this, and not through the other one. Hooray, the only trick in the room. I've figured it out. Hooray. Anyway. Oh hey. I made a mistake somewhere back here. I needed to go drop these before I did those, or something. I don't know. Oh, and I was careless as I was on my way to fixing that, so I should have done this. This is just the kind of room that inspires carelessness because of how dead simple it is in general, which I guess you could consider to be an aspect of the puzzle. I don't know. Ninth place. Here's this room, by the way. I guess you can technically not do this room now if you wanted to not do this room now. So they made this room about the Wubba's getting in your way rather than about them. But they really don't get in your way all that hard. This is a bit of throwaway room, I think. About the worst thing I'm going to have to deal with is that Wraithwing being tough to kill. But even then, I think I can make a decent wall to kill him against, using the second of these rock golems, rock giants, whatever. Okay. Yeah, sure. So it would be better if I brought a Wubba over from the other place in order to do this. Come along. Basically, I just want to be able to kill that guy somewhere in the middle of his region instead of at the outside. So I need a Wubba to block... Oh, okay. There's a force arrow here for some reason. Okay. Why is there a force arrow here? I don't know. Anyway. Hooray. Now to go in a big loop. Because the builder decided it was a good idea to make me go in a big loop. It just sort of prolongs the inevitable. Look, now I've got him in a hole I wanted him to be in. Alright. Oh yeah, I could also do that, I guess. That'll be bad. Maybe I'll just push him through the force arrows or something. Haha, you can't move. Okay then. This room was kind of a throwaway. Overall, I would call this kind of a write-off, room design-wise. It's not very hard. This room is just... This room is what you think it's going to be, seeing the template, basically. Which is to say, here's a dozen or so mothers. Go kill them while a slayer chases you. Ugh. I think I've seen everything I want to see in this hold. Let's see what Dr. Beethro by Mr. Slice is like, because I'm tired of Do Not Disturb. Okay. Okay, City Beneath based. Beethro Budkin was assigned to clear out 15 pills by being shrunk very small to get in them. The things that needed to be cleared out? Roaches, queen roaches, grok golems, briar serpent, goblins, wubbas, and wraithwings. You can't clear out briar, it's not TSS yet. There's no way to clear out briar. Oh well. How are those even inside a pill? Why do I need to clear out pills? Shouldn't I be clearing out people? I'm so confused. Oh well, this is a pretty cool tile set thing. Custom tile set here. We got image floor, yep. That's what I mean when I say custom tile set, it's image floor. Ta-da! Rock golems, 18th place tie. Oh yeah, you can. That's true. I'm thinking of pickaxes for some reason. Okay, so this room is have a billion rock golems and try to survive brain-directed... Yeah. Yeah. So this is going to be a bit of a waste disposal problem. I should probably be more careful to begin with, I don't know. This seems like the sort of thing you just guess at and eventually get the right answer. I was doing better the first time. Ugh. Oh, is this the garden battle music? This is one of the battle musics I really like. At least there's that to hold on to. That won't work. How did like a billion rock golems get in here anyway? Did they put in powdered vat recipe for rock golem or what, something? There we go. Okay. That should pretty much do it. Ta-da! And here's Tar Mother. Have a Tar Mother. Tar Mothers. They exist. Okay, I guess I have to go this way. I can't help but notice the brain is not behind a black door, so I only really care about reaching the mother, killing the mother, and then killing the leftover babies. That should do it. Oh no, this room was a lot easier than the last one. Ta-da! Goblins! Because why? Because why not? Because why not have a complete nightmare in the middle of your hold? Okay, now there's just two, which is always the worst part. Except, come to think of it, yeah, brain goblins are unbrained when they're nice and close to you, so that's kind of good. I really need a better corner than this, so let's try this area. Oh well, never mind, that'll do. So is that pit? That's pit, okay. Well, that was easy. And water skippers, because water skippers are water skippers. Say, are nests considered brain visible or not? I don't actually remember if nests are brain visible or not. I think they're not, because they're just monsters, technically. But they don't move, so there's some kind of justification for thinking they might not be. Okay, I thought so. Because they're just more monsters, right? Anyway. Nice and easy. Yeah, that's true. Okay, have a billion wubbas and 1,000 roaches. Thank you. Well, that was trivial. Okay, and here's a room with some rock golems, and you have to make the snake do the thing with the stuff, and also blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, that should be good enough. Come on, chase me in here. Okay, now die. Safe. You're telling me. Anyway. And here's more tar. What's going on under this tar is an awful bunch of walls. So I need to drop trapdoors. Alright. Fine with me. Yet again, there's no black door, so I don't have to worry about that. Ta-da! Gotcha. Alright. Yay! Here's some Wraith Wings because snakes are also existing. What I'd really like is for a Wraithwing to just stay in the way of that snake forever, but I guess that's not to be. Well, I could make it happen if there was just one Wraithwing, but of course there's gotta be like 2 billion of them. By the way, I only recently, like, I don't know, within a month or two of now, found out that Americans and British people use completely different meanings for the word billion. So for me, a billion is the number that comes right after a million when you tack on 3 more zeros. When you multiply by 1,000, basically, you go from 100,000 to a billion. I think I misspoke the first time around, probably. But it's like, you know, 1,000 to 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, billion. But there are people who take a billion, not a billion, sorry, a million, 100,000, a million, 10 million, 100 million, and then a billion is the way I count it. But I've heard that there are people who consider it to be some particular power of 10 that makes it different. Yeah. If that makes any sense at all. It's like, I've heard in the British reckoning it's actually like a million is 10 to some power, and then a billion is 10 to 2 times that number. Or something like that. I can probably just kill them from here, right? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, come on, Wraithwing, cooperate. I really just need the Wraithwing to cooperate with me a little bit more. Okay, whatever. Now there's just the one snake left. That should make it easier to deal with. Come on. Well, if I could have the snake be north of the Wraithwing in that position I was just in, it would be perfect, but the snake just stays way too close to me here. Okay, come on. Ah, come on. Stop being closer to me than the Wraithwing. This would probably have been easier with a longer snake instead of a shorter one, but oh well. I don't know what easy way exists. There's no simple cutoff spot to kill a snake with, so that's not it. Oh, wait a minute. That's probably what you're referring to, right? Because now, if I'm lucky enough that a snake just decides to go in there, it's fine. Right? Everybody's movements are a lot easier to handle this way. Yeah, it's one of those... I realized what you meant only after I said, I don't know what you mean. Hate that. There. Okay. Maybe while I was waiting around I should have done some of that turning around. Okay. The Baron? Anyway. Yes. Yes? Oh. Those are not mimics. Okay. I thought those were mimics, and I was like, what is the puzzle? But they are not mimics. So I guess the best concept of an idea of a plan is to handle one chamber at a time and celebrate any of the chambers that just sort themselves out while I'm handling this one. Alright, next. Yeah, it would be really helpful if we just used... It wouldn't be all that hard to recolor the mimic and just make like a red mimic that we just generally as a community call like a training dummy or something. And it does this rotatey thing. I mean, I've recolored a rock golem in Photoshop. It's not hard to do. To recolor a thing. Like, there's basically a command in Photoshop and probably in GIMP too that'll just poof, and it's the different color you wanted. There you go. Here's more queens, by the way. Oh boy. I think I'm safe here. Yes, okay. Should be safe enough with my back to this queen, at least for the moment. Maybe not. I guess I should do this instead or something. This'll never work. Why don't I just... Well, that might be why, but also... Come on. Really? What if I instead do this? Let's reverse the problem. Ooh, whoops. That was incredibly simple once I realized that I could just go kill the other queens first. Now, if you put some kind of mechanism that made it so I couldn't do that, then this would have been hard. Really hard. Okay. 12th level. How many levels are there? Feels like I've been at this for a while. Oh, I got 45th place. Hooray! So, How do I... Oh, right. Duh. Obviously, bridges. Bridges is the answer to that question. Oh, wait a minute. If I drop all the trapdoors, I don't even have to stab this mother. But probably she's standing directly in the way of a trapdoor, otherwise that would be a good idea. Yeah. She's standing directly in the way of a trapdoor. So I might as well just kill her now. Ta-da! Alright, 13. Wubas again, and trapdoors. Oh boy. What's this all about? I didn't want to do that. So, I guess all I really have to do is get past them and then make a straight line. That was pretty easy. I also probably could have killed the brain while I was up there, but I didn't. Actually, the brain helped me out, I guess. Okay. Biggest problem here is the briar. Right? But I can turn that problem into some help for me if I just break the right walls. I didn't do it enough. Hold on. I need to break these and that, and these and that. Oh dear. Okay, I just made it. Oh, drat, I didn't break enough. I needed to break one more thing I didn't break. Okay, I know I can make it past this hallway if I let it do that, so that's good. It's probably just going to kill these anyway, and I have to wait around for it to kill the queens, so there we go. Whoops. Whoops. Careful there. What kind of room would it be if it didn't break all of the tar stuff along the way? Come on. Thank you. Goodbye. I didn't actually clear out that tar, by the way. Haste potion. Haste potion makes you fast. It's a haste potion. Alright, that was pretty easy. And I got a 31st place tie with a weird after shadow because I happened to hit it exactly as the whole total happened. Alright, 3,629 moves, 897 kills, 122 deaths, 20 minutes, 24 minutes, 20 minutes, 24 seconds, and no secrets. Bethro finished clearing out the 15 pills, got a thanks from the Mad Doc, went home and had some good dinner. I guess that kind of represents what I'm going to be doing. Alright. Well, we only did 2 holds today, and the first one was just an unmitigated nightmare most of the time to me. Maybe not to you, but to me that's what it mostly felt like, but the second one was very refreshing to play. I liked this a lot because like a lot of it was kind of on the easy side, but it felt very straightforward and not completely nonsensical. I don't know, these rooms are all forced to be tight because they're all in this exact same pill-shaped shape. And something about that just makes it work a lot better for me, and it's much more enjoyable. I don't know. Anyway, this has been a pretty long stream, comparatively. So, next week will be fine. The week after next, the week of Thanksgiving in America, I will not stream because I'll be home again. And that's, I think, all I really need to say about that. Thank you for watching. Oops. Good luck on the coming contest. Good luck on the coming contest. I hope you enjoy the hold I've built for it. I might solicit somebody to test it out for me at some point in the near future, but I don't know. Anyways, there was just an awful lot of like things that I felt were finicky, and then there's one room that's just based on snakes, which is not ever fun to me. I don't know. There was a lot of things, but it's hard to really pin down, but I just felt a general sense of frustration the whole time I was trying to do most of it. And I had like a brief moment of hope where I thought, oh, this entry won, so this one will just be fun. And it wasn't fun, and I couldn't even make it past the first room. And that was, I don't know. At any rate, have a good day and weekend and week and so on, and wish me luck in various endeavors. I'll wish you the same. I can barely talk now. Not like physically, but mentally I can barely talk, so I'd better stop. Thank you again.